Another good way to start is we have Panthers football tonight.
Let's go.
We have actual in Carolina NFL football kind of being played tonight. It's not regular.
I feel great about playing football right now.
It's not regular season football, but as I love to say, it's one of my favorite sayings. Football's like pizza. Even when it's bad, it's still good. I mean, there's a difference between the good and the bad. But if you say you got pizza, I'm probably going to say I'm going to have a slice.
Right.
Like, even if it's bad, it's still good. It's preseason. Is it the best? Is it like some Brooklyn, where the tomatoes and all that? No, it's not that. But it's still pizza. We have football tonight. Panthers versus Patriots preseason. So as always, I'm big on expectation setting, right? I'm big on accountability. What that means is say what you want now, right? Because I don't like when people move the goalposts. I don't like when people change their goals, right? Where you say, hey, if Bryce Young throws for 3,500 yards this year, I consider that a massive improvement. I'll be very happy. Then he throws for 3,600, but there's something else. You're like, well, he didn't throw for enough touchdowns. I'm going, no. You said, right, let's put it in writing. Let's put it in wax. What do you want to see tonight? What makes you wake up tomorrow, Panthers fans? When you wake up tomorrow, you stretch and you say the first preseason game was a massive success for the Panthers. What needs to happen tonight in that Panthers-Patriots game? I think it's going to be more abstract. Your answer to that question is going to be more abstract because it's the preseason. Regular season, it's the easiest question in the world to answer. A win, right? Preseason, you can't even say, like, I want this guy to throw for this many yards, or I want this running back to score a touchdown, because you don't know who's going to play, when they're going to play. That's Dave Canales' decision. We know Bryce Young isn't going to play. So if the only way it's a massive success is if Bryce Young throws for 200 yards, sorry, you lost. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for a smooth operation on offense.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
We aren't going to see a bunch of the starters, but we are going to see the offense. This is our first look in a game-like situation, preseason game situation, to see Dave Canales' offense as a whole. Will it be, and you ready for this word, Panthers fans, just know, I understand what the word means and what it might mean to you in the past.
Okay.
It's going to be vanilla. I know Frank Reich pushed us with the vanilla offense a ton. It's that sound you just heard was Dennis Cox's forehead hitting the microphone. It's going to be vanilla. But it's good.
That's triggering.
I said I know what that word means. But it's Dave Canales' offense is vanilla, right? It is the basis, the building blocks of his offense, and I want to see the group execute it. Dave Canales as a head coach is something we haven't seen before. We know he's been an assistant. We know he's been a coordinator. We know he's been successful in both of those roles. But can he get an entire offense ready from the starters that aren't playing all the way down to the guys that will be playing in the second half tonight? Can he get them all ready and prepared to run even a vanilla playbook while also keeping up with being the head coach and keeping up with all of the additional responsibilities that entails? I want to see the offense have a smooth operation. That does not mean every play is going to be awesome. And if every play was awesome, I would actually probably say you're showing your hand too much, right? Like if you see a safety come down and then you're like, perfect, play action, next play, take advantage of it, deep touchdown. Well, then everybody in the league just saw one of your awesome counters to when the safety comes down. So you have to be careful with that. But knowing where to go with the ball, no free runners on a blitz where it's just up. They have miscommunication, right? No two wide receivers ending up right next to each other in a route where it's obviously a mistake. Those are the things I'd like to see avoided. Also, I do want to see some big plays. It was the thing that, like, I've said this before. Once you noticed it last year, you couldn't unnotice it, right? The example I've used is like the dripping sink in the other room.
Yeah.
Where you could be watching TV completely content. Somebody goes, do you hear that drip? Then it's, okay, not going to be able to pay attention to this television show. All I'm hearing is bloop, 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 right? Like last year watching the offense, you're like, it's not working, but I like what Chuba Hubbard's doing. I don't know. Adam Thielen's catching a bunch of passes. And then all of a sudden you're like, there hasn't been a big play in 3 weeks.
The Panthers last season did not have a single play go longer than 50 yards on offense.
And I'm not saying tonight has to have you don't need to have Tyreek Hill and Deshaun Jackson out there at the same time.
Well, yeah.
But you're going to be going up against second and third stringers on the defense as well. If they get out of position, I want to see them take advantage of it. I want to see an offense that is capable of producing a big play, right? I want to see them take advantage of those opportunities because it's something they didn't do last year, and it just makes your job harder, right? It just makes going 70 yards for a touchdown much more difficult when you have to execute like 14 good plays to do it rather than 6. And you can look at the stats, right? They call them explosive plays, pass plays of at least 30 yards, rushes of at least 20. If you just put one of those in a drive, the expected points goes astronomically through the roof. So I want to see some of those from the offense, especially against a defense that is in transition. Patriots have a lot of transition, and you're going to be seeing some backups. Granted, you'll be the Panthers' backups, but guys like Emir Smith-Marset, guys like Jonathon Mingo, if Jadeveon Sanders plays at tight end, like this is your chance to make some plays.
Terrace Marshall
Jr. I keep hearing of these big plays you're making in camp.
Let's
Make one of those in a preseason game.
Let's see it.
And then on the defensive side, it does feel like we'll get a little bit more of the healthy young starters on defense may play. And one of them may be Trayvon Wallace, their third-round pick. He was asked earlier this week about his readiness for his first taste of NFL action.
I'm real excited. It's going to be like really my first NFL game. So, that's every kid's dream as a rookie. You go in there and play. So I'm very excited to go out there and show them like the reason they drafted me.
Out of Kentucky. So he's played on some cool road environments. SEC, right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the home, never mind. I'm excited to just see what young talent does play on defense. And as we've said before, and Dennis has pointed out on the show, a lot of times the defense is further ahead than the offense because their base can just be, go get the ball.
It's so simple. Here's your gap. If you're got to drop in coverage, this is the area you're covering, and go tackle the football. That's it.
And because of that, I want to see which players, you can fly around, right? If you make a mistake on defense especially, just make it 110%. I want to see which I'll use a Dan Morgan term. I want to see if any dogs emerge. I want to see if any of those dogs that they've been searching for make themselves very apparent in the early going of a preseason game. Should be exciting. Should be very exciting.